Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Donna Just Being Real. My channel's all about dating, love, relationship, talks, relationship advice channel. Yes, we're getting back into this trial, but we're going to focus on because they actually had something this past Friday. The audio is just so horrible, so I'm not even going to bother with it because I can't even hear what's happening. But this audio that's for on the 15th, August 15th, not last Friday, Friday before. So we're going to listen to that one. And basically, we're going to focus on this. I'm kind of watching with y'all too. Um, this lady who's getting on the stand is his adopted niece, and I believe she was around when he was doing the crime. I don't want to mislead you, but let's do hear what she has to say. All right, so we're gonna do a little recap of August 15th. That's gonna do a little bit of recap of that one, but the one that happened last Friday, oh gosh, the audio was just horrible. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get in. What you do is hit the like button, share me out, put some feedback in the comment section. And also, if you need to reach out to me, look in the description. You will find my email. And also, my co host is the Jack Newtown. Let's get it. Oh, I forgot to add the speed is going to be on 1.30. If it's too fast for you, too slow for you, hit the setting and adjust it to whatever's comfortable for you. Let's resume.
Raise your right hand, please. You solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth, so help you God. Say your name, please.
Payne Barstow.
Spell your first and last name, please.
Payne, Payne, Barstow, Barkd. Sorry, Barstow, Barksdale.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. I am going to ask you to speak up. Your voice is a little soft and we just all need to be able to hear you, okay? Miss May, do you know someone by the name of DeAndre Booker?
Yes.
We're going to put up what was exhibit 95. If you would just take a look at the screen, just a moment. Do you recognize this photo?
Yes, that's DeAndre.
That's DeAndre Booker?
Yes,
Who is DeAndre in relation to you?
my uncle.
Is this someone that you're related by blood?
No, that's my adopted uncle.
Adopted uncle?
Yes,
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
that's my adopted uncle.
It's going to be a little harder for us because of these hands, so.
Talk a little.
Yeah, you might have to feel like you're yelling, but
sorry.
it's okay, we need to hear you, okay? So, describe your relationship with DeAndre.
He's the emotional support system in my life. Whenever I need anything, I was going through a divorce. So I can call him, and he's there. If I need money, if he's gonna give me whatever. He never really came to give me for anything, but he always sent me money for food, for Ubers, for work. Whatever I may need, he always stepped in.
Were you close your whole lives?
Yes,
And you were in contact with him? your whole
yes.
life?
And then maybe around my high school years, we lost touch. And then we rekindled last year in August.
How long would you say you lost touch for?
It's been like 10, 11 years since I've been out of high school, so yeah.
About 10 years you didn't
Yes.
talk to the defendant?
Yes,
And then you said you reconnected last summer?
yes, in August.
So, did you talk to the defendant at the beginning of this year, January 2nd, 2025?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
He called me and he said that he needed his friend vehicle to be removed from his apartment complex because he didn't want to get in trouble.
Now, his apartment complex, have you ever been there before?
No, that was my first time.
Do you know the address?
No, I do not.
Do you know what city it's in?
It's National Black Business Month, and a shop.
So he called you and said he needed help with moving a car, is that what you said?
Yes. It was a coworker. It was a male coworker. He said that he had went to his house. The car wasn't registered, so it didn't have any plates. He had just bought the vehicle. He didn't have a license, and so with me having a license, he wanted me to drive it to his coworker's house. He said the cops was hiding in the area, so me having a license, if I was to get pulled over, I wouldn't get in trouble.
Okay.
So that was.
So at some point on January 2nd of this year, did you go to the defendant's apartment?
Yes, he requested Uber.
Who requested it?
DeAndre requested Uber from me, from my apartment to go to his apartment.
Okay, so you took an Uber that was requested by the defendant to his apartment?
Yes.
What happened when you got to his apartment?
I called him and he meets me outside. He asked me for a hug. And then he said, well, let me go back in and get the keys.
So at the time, without giving us an exact address, where were you living?
Downtown,
Downtown what city?
Detroit.
Detroit. Oh. So you take an Uber from Detroit to his apartment,
Yes.
and then you said he met you outside?
Yes.
At that time, did you go inside his apartment?
No.
So what happens when he meets you outside?
He gave me a hug and then he said, let him go back in and get the keys.
So what do you do when he goes back in?
I wait
Where
in the
did you wait?
walkway.
Outside?
Yes.
At some point, does he come back out?
Yes, he come back out with the keys and take the walkway, and then we go to the parking lot.
So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what People's Exhibit 4. You can just take a look at the screen in a minute. Do you recognize this?
Yes.
What is this?
This is the parking lot from the back of the apartment building.
Who's apartment?
DeAndre.
Is this where you met up with him on January 2nd?
Not the parking lot, no, the walkway of the front of his apartment.
But this area is what I mean. This apartment complex, this parking lot, this area, that's where you met up with the defendant that day?
The front of it, not the back.
The front of it? Okay.
Yes,
Do you remember, was it morning, afternoon, evening,
12,
12 in the morning or afternoon?
afternoon. Almost, could be almost 1.
All right, so have you watched this video? All right. So right now, we see two people in the video. Do you recognize either or both of those?
That is DeAndre and me.
Which one are you?
The one with the baby blue jacket, and that's DeAndre with the black jacket.
So what is happening here?
I'm telling him I don't feel good. Do he mind if he drive and I would just be in the car with him?
Was he okay with that?
Oh, no.
So we see you walking over to the passenger side, is that correct?
Yes,
That's when you were telling him you didn't feel well?
yes.
So what are you doing right now?
Get in the car,
Which side?
the driver's side.
Where does the defendant get in?
He get in the passenger side after he go check to see that there isn't any place, and he tap the trunk, and then he gets in the passenger.
So when you get in the car with the defendant, what happens? Does he say anything?
Yes, he tells me that when I pull out, to make a left.
Do you know where you're going at this time?
No.
So how do you know where to drive?
He just tells me,
So he gives you the directions?
yes.
And I also wanted to add, ladies and gentlemen, if you noticed, well, today on the 15th, he did not show up to court again, right? But it's amazing. He was definitely, this proud Dusty was sitting up in that court, standing up. The judge kept saying, why don't you sit down? No, I want to stand, right? He was doing all that just to intimidate the witness. And the witness was the victim's mother. And I noticed that. He was there for the victim's mother, standing up there, intimidating her, knowing what you did to her daughter. And then dumped her in the trash like she was worth nothing. They can't even properly bury her. And he did that. Just to intimidate her, just to hurt her mother. I have the strange feeling when he was growing up, he didn't get much love in his life. No, he didn't. Either his mother abandoned him, he was raised by grandparents, something like that, or drug related, or, mental health or something. But somewhere he wasn't getting love. And I think he was really jealous of this girl because of the fact that she had a loving family and she was very loving and nurturing to her sons. And he probably never got that love from his mother. So he was jealous of those boys because why would he kill this woman knowing that those boys is going to be left alone without their mother? Because he didn't care. He was jealous. Ladies, you have to be careful. You be dating a guy who could be extremely jealous of you. And it could be the least things that you expect. But she did the right thing. She dumped him. She got rid of him and she moved on with her life. But unfortunately, he was stalking her, harassing her. And then he decided, oh, she don't need to live no more. Who are you? Then stand up in the court all proud, like, yeah, I did it, so what? Then have a tantrum, mad because he don't want to be in the court no more. He only was there just to intimidate the mother. And what bothers me, I don't know how the court system goes. I can't really get into it and stuff, what the judge would do. But I noticed that. And I'm like, we're not supposed to intimidate the witness, correct? That's what I learned. All right, let's get back to it. I just wanted to add that, anybody else who's watching replay, let me know. Did you notice that too with the trial? He's in another room, but he sure was out there for the victim's mother, Ashley. That poor mother. She is so distraught. Resume.
So we're watching the video. What's happening here?
I'm pulling out the parking lot. And then he's telling me to go left. And this is where I get nervous, where I almost come close to a car and it's about to come up soon. Right before I pull out, another car is going to come. You're going to see it's coming up. You see where I'm pulling out and the car coming?
All right, so you make a left out of the parking lot,
Yes.
correct? And then does the defendant tell you where to go from there?
Yes, once I get to the lights, make another left.
So where where do you go after that?
After I turn at the light,
Yes.
I make a left and then I keep going straight at the next light. And then maybe 2 to 3 minutes after the next light, I turn into apartment complex.
Do you know what apartment complex that is?
Is this one that goes?
I want to say golf.
Is this something you remember or are you guessing?
No, I remember.
You remember? Okay.
Yes.
Have you been to that apartment complex before?
No.
The first time you've ever
The
been
whole
there?
plot.
Yes.
What did you do when you pulled into the apartment complex?
I initially parked in residence because he told me that his friend stayed there with his girlfriend, but he said that his friend wasn't on the list, so I had to park in residence.
So when you said you initially pulled into the residence area, did you park the car then?
Yes.
And then what happened after you parked the car in the residence area?
He told me to pull out and park in business.
So you had to pull out, park in a different spot?
Yes.
I'm gonna show you what's in Marcus Peoples' proposed exhibit 88. We have a supervision.
I'm assuming this is the, Mr. Jones's,
Before Married America, Amy was struggling financially.
surveillance camera.
No.
No, it's a vote.
These are just photos of the car.
The car is the votes, yes. Showing you what's in Marcus Peoples' proposed exhibit 88. Do you recognize this car?
Yes.
What car is this? Or what car do you recognize that to be?
A silver Malibu?
Is this the car you drove that day with the defendant?
Yes.
Move for admission of People's Exhibit 88.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Will be admitted.
And then this is People's Exhibit 89. Do you recognize this?
Yes, I recognize the car.
Do you recognize the car?
Yes.
Which car is this?
The Malibu.
The Malibu that you drove that day, January 2nd?
Yes.
With the defendant.
Yes.
Move for admission of People's Proposed Exhibit 89.
No objections, Your
Will
Honor.
be admitted.
And then we have People's Proposed Exhibit 90. What is this? Do you recognize it?
I recognize the car. I didn't park it like that.
So what car do you recognize it to be?
I recognize the car as a silver Malibu, but I didn't back in like that.
But this is the car that you drove on January 2nd with the defendant, correct?
Yes.
Move for admission of People's Proposed Exhibit 90, Your Honor.
No objection.
Will be admitted.
So after you park the car in the visitors area, what happens next?
We wait. I was on the phone with my twin sister at the time. He was texting someone. And then maybe like 5 to 10 minutes later, he asked me to get off the phone with my sister. And then he said, the Uber's here. And then I asked him, is your friend or your friend girlfriend going to come out and thank me for bringing a car? They don't want to know who drove the car. And he said that his friend wasn't there and the girlfriend wasn't coming down.
So were you aware that he was ordering another Uber? Did you know that was going on?
No.
So what happens next?
Once we get out the car, he told me to hand him the keys.
Did you know the keys?
Yes.
What happens
And
next?
I said, so what are we going to do with the keys? He said that his friend told him to leave it on the seat.
Did you ever see
I'm
those keys
sorry,
again?
son said to leave it.
On the seat?
Did you ever see the keys again after you handed them over to the defendant?
No.
So what happened next?
The Uber pulled up and it's a white Tesla.
Did you get an Uber?
Right before we got into the Uber, he goes to the dumpster.
Who's he?
DeAndre.
What happens next?
He put something in the dumpster.
And then what happened?
Then we get into the Uber.
Who got into the Uber with you?
Me and DeAndre, and we went back to his apartment.
What happens when you go back to his apartment?
Once we go inside, he shows me around. He gave me a tour of the place.
What do you remember, if anything, from, let's start with the living room. Is there anything that stood out to you?
Yes, the living room rug.
Tell me about that.
It was like a light pink peach rug. It was kind of scrunched up. It wasn't laying flat on the ground. That's the only thing that really stuck out to me. And there's 2 love seats. One was up against the wall, and one was kind of facing the front door.
The love seats, do they have pillows, just general, normal looking couches?
Yes, they have pillows.
Was the living room neat? Was it dirty, messy, anything that
It
you
was-
remember?
It was neat aside from the rug.
What happened while you're at the apartment?
After he gave me a tour, I told him I need to use the bathroom. He told me to wait, and he goes in and clean up some more.
So he told you to wait before you could use the restroom?
Yes,
Did you think anything of that at the time?
not really. I just know I wasn't feeling good, so I'm like, I don't know if he was just trying to clean it before I walked in. I didn't think nothing of it at the moment.
No. So, do you go to use the restroom?
Yes.
I'm gonna show you what's been admitted as People's Exhibit 22. Is this what the defendant's bathroom looked like when you used it on January 2nd?
No.
What's different about it?
There was not a towel. There was a blue shower curtain.
The shower curtain, was it open or shut?
It was shut with the big bird in the middle and animals and flowers on the coming out from the side of the bird.
So you do remember seeing a blue shower curtain that was shut, meaning covering the tub?
Yes.
Anything else look different?
There was no bleach.
Do you remember anything else that would have been different from this photo? You had mentioned no bleach, so when you were in the bathroom the first time on January 2nd, did you get a look at the countertop, the sink, anything like that?
It was facial hair on the counter and sink.
So it was dirty when you were in there the first time?
Yeah, it was just a sink. Now the toilet was clean, but it was just a sink. That has some hair.
Some hair?
Yeah.
So after you used the restroom, what happens, or straight that, you had mentioned that you weren't feeling well, correct? And then you had mentioned also that he went in before he was spraying something. Were you able to tell what he was spraying?
It's not pine salt.
Like pine salt, like a feeding solution?
Yes, it was no smell of bleach at all.
Are y'all hearing this? This man is a monster. What the heck did he do to her up in there? Ladies, we really have to be careful. It's like a dusty epidemic out here. I'd like to know how she met him. I'm just curious. Maybe in the trial more will come out. But she did do the right thing. She seen the right flags and she left. Because, so many of these stories that we cover, these women don't leave. They so addicted to this wood stick, to the dusty wood stick. It's not even a provider, a protector, a good wood stick. I can understand that. But these dusty wood sticks, what the hell is wrong with y'all women? And especially when you reach a certain age, when you going to wake up? It's clear as day. He's using you. He's making a fool out of you. He doesn't like you. That's why he's treating you this way. But these women still stay. See, low self-esteem will get you all the time. And being desperate and lonely. Level up. Change your life. Watch and see. You'll see the improvement, ladies. You'll see. Only good will come out of it. This man was a monster. But she did the right thing. She left this dusty. She said, oh, heck no. I can't have no crap like this around my kids. And her boys, too. All right, let's get back to it. I'm sorry, Leach. I'm going to probably pause now and then. Because this really bothers me with this guy. And what bothers me the most, how he stands up in court all proud. Like, yeah, I killed her. So what? I dumped her and y'all never going to find the body. I'll never give y'all closure. Forget those sons of hers. Who care? I didn't have a mother. My mother didn't care about me. She dumped me with my grandparents. She dumped me into foster care. So I don't care. Who cares about those boys? You see? Misery likes company. All right. Let's resume.
So what happens after you use the restroom at the defendant's apartment?
I go to sit back on the couch and he asked me to come into the room with him.
Which room?
His bedroom, and he asked to use my charger, which I did, and then he said that he needs to go to the beauty supply because he needed a do-rag.
When you go into his bedroom, did you notice anything? Was it neat? Was it messy? Anything stand out to you?
It was neat. It just looked like he had laid in the bed, but it was still neat.
So there were pillows, blankets, comforters, all that?
Yes, and there was a kid's basketball room on DeAndre's closet door. It was a few colognes on the dresser. But there was nothing out of place. Like the shoes, the boxes, and clothes were stacked neatly in the closet.
So what happens after that?
He orders an Uber to go to the beauty supply.
Do you remember which beauty supply store you went to with the name of it?
Kelly.
Kelly Beauty?
Yes.
So he ordered another Uber for the two of you?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, so both of you got in that Uber?
Yes.
Did anybody else go with you to Kelly Beauty?
No, it was just us two the entire time.
So I'm going to show you what has been marked as People's Proposed Exhibit 5.
I know I keep pausing. I have to because this really bothers me. And when you look at her, she's absolutely a doll. She's stunning. She's very pretty. Probably the most prettiest girl he ever had. That had her life together, had things going for each other, going for herself. And she probably did try to help the Dusty. She probably tried to encourage him, help him, and, to be a better man and stuff. As women, we do that. But this son of a gun, he didn't care. He's just so mad at the life. He's just angry. Don't tell me. He probably jumped out and said, oh, you think you're better than me? No, she just loved him, and she just figured, these are my scenarios. I'm just bringing up some. I don't know the insides of their relationship. ladies and gentlemen. Just talking about scenarios, that stuff that do happen in relationships. But she probably just trying to help him because she loved him. She was encouraging him, helping him. But he just got this dusty attitude. I don't even know. I know what I'm doing. You know, it's rough out here. You just don't understand being a man. You don't want to hear that shit. Excuse my language. Oh, gosh, I don't need to be cursing. We don't want to hear that crap. So she probably got tired of it and said, you know what, let me leave this dust alone. She finally cleaned her glasses, took the dust off the glasses, and she saw clear that he's a loser. He's not going to amount to anything. He doesn't want to amount to anything. He doesn't care. And I know he has a past record. I bet he has a past record. I don't know if she knew that or not or whatever. I don't know. But she did do the right thing, and she did leave him. She did. All right. Summer, I hope I'm saying it right. I'm so glad to catch you. I'm glad that you're here too. She is no makeup. Yeah, that natural beauty. No makeup, no nothing. And he probably was just going out of his darn mind. Probably the most prettiest woman he ever had in his life. Didn't know how to act. All he had to do was just appreciate it. Love and respect her. That's all he had to do. It's very simple. But see, these dusties, they don't have a simple. They don't understand that. They're in a whole other world. I don't understand them. They just out of their mind, completely out of their mind. And ladies, when you see the red flags, just ghost them, leave, poof, be gone. And especially if you have children, you don't want them around your children because they are going to be an influence around your children. And when things go wrong with the dusty, talk to your children. Let them know. You know, things happen with adults and, you know, blah, 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 blah. So they can learn from it. So they can have their eyes open and be prepared for when they get older that, you know, your daughter might bump up with a dusty. All right, let's get back to it. And ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all hitting the like. Hit that like button. All right, let's get back to it. And look how he's using his adopted niece for a crime. Woman got out of a divorce. She have her own issues. Thinking she can trust this guy. Thinking he's a stand-up guy. But no, he isn't. Tell you, it's a dusty epidemic. I have another dusty we're going to cover too. I got to get the clips together. But this other dusty we're going to cover. This son of a gun sitting there kidnapped a woman and told me, you going to be my S-slave. Who? What? Yeah, you're going to be my S-slave for a year. And kidnapped her. And the girl was a virgin. But we'll get into that story next. Let's finish this proud Dusty. I got to give a name for this other Dusty. Yeah, I'm on a Dusty spree now. We're gonna expose all these Dusties out here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's expose them. Resume.
Hi, do you recognize this? Oh, sorry. Oh, do you recognize this?
Yes.
What is this? This is the entrance to Kelly Beauty Supply?
Yes.
And is this where you went with the defendant in the room on January 2nd?
Yes. Can I stand for a moment?
Yes, please. If that would help you see better.
The Uber driver, you see the back tail light? That's the Uber driver, and that's what he was sitting in the car waiting for me.
So you're indicating to the part, it would be the top of the video, just slightly to the right of the center of the entranceway? So I move for the admission of most proposed exhibit 5.
Objection.
All right, we're gonna watch this. And you had mentioned you believe that to be the Uber parked in that top.
I'm sorry, but I'm on that. I'm just having that moment today. And I also want to add to the men out here that always had that little smart comment. Why don't you just leave? Just leave. You know what? To y'all men, I just want to say something to y'all. It's not that easy. You see, she left. What happened? It's not that easy. When you got these psychotic Dusties, there's nothing you can do. It's not that easy. It's not that easy just to walk out and leave and just go and get a police report and put an order of protection on them. Sometimes you get these order protections, it even puts more fuel to the fire. These Dusties get out, they get berserk. Oh, did she get an order of protection? Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to unalive her. She got to go. Who she thinks she is? She ain't going to tell me what to do. Yeah, let's talk about that. Yeah. All right, let's resume.
Yes, and I initially go into Dollar General. You see me right there,
Okay.
and then I realize I'm at the wrong door because the Uber driver tells me and tell me that this is abuse apply
Now you're,
entrance.
you're kind of pointing to someone that would be the very top of the video in the middle, correct?
Yes,
And is that you
yes,
walking in right now?
yes.
And do you remember like, what time that was?
I would say around one something. I know I got to his place maybe around 12:30 or 1, so,
So-
maybe 1.
Okay, so this video that we just submitted does have the timestamp at the top says 13:53:05, which would be 1:53:05.
That's wrong.
Oh, that's accurate?
Yes,
And this is you walking in, is that correct?
yes,
You're wearing, this is the same clothes we saw in the first People's Exhibit 4, the first video we watched, correct?
yes.
All right, now we jump forward to 1:57. Who is that?
Me.
So you are walking out of the store.
Yes,
Where do you go when you walk out?
took Uber.
The same Uber that you came in?
Yes,
So where was the defendant when you were in the store?
sitting inside the car.
He stayed in the Uber?
Yes.
You know, did he say anything about lying?
Usually when you have an Uber and there's 2 people, it's always best that one stay because you do have a time limit. And if you're not back in the vehicle at a certain time, they are allowed to go.
So it was just the two of you and the Uber driver in the Uber that entire time, correct?
Yes.
What happens after you go to Kelly Union?
We go back to his apartment.
What happens when you get back to his apartment?
I go back into his room. He asked me was I home. I said I wasn't home because I wasn't feeling well. He still insisted to feed me because usually he always feed me. He do. And then I had ended up ordering Chipotle. So he put his card on my account and I told what I wanted to order. And then I think maybe like 5 minutes, I realized it was ordered back to my place and not his apartment.
So who ordered the food? You or the defendant?
I ordered, he paid for it.
And you had it sent to your apartment in Detroit?
It was supposed to be sent to his place, but instead it was sent to mine.
So what happens after you realize the food got sent to your apartment?
He said that he will request the Uber, but he needs to see my charger for a minute because he needs to charge his phone. And then he asked me, if you turn the phone off, will anyone still see your location? I said, whatever location the phone was at before the phone was turned off, then yes. And then he asked if him and I could share locations.
So when he asked you this was after you were at Kelly Beauty with the defendant, correct?
Yes.
Did you end up sharing the location with the defendant?
Yes.
What happens next?
I wait for the Uber, and then once it got close enough, I ended up getting out.
Did the defendant go with you?
No.
So you went in Uber back to your apartment in Detroit where the food was delivered,
Yes.
and the defendant did not go with you?
No. But I did text him and told him I left my charger and I left some edge control in a black little bag.
So at some point after this, you end up talking to Roseville police, is that correct?
Yes.
And you end up providing them with the clothing that you were wearing in those videos you saw, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what has been marked as people's proposed exhibit 6. Just one moment. Do you recognize what's in this photo?
Yes.
What is it?
Some black shoes, a Ford hoodie, a baby blue jacket, and my polka dot pajama pants.
And are these the clothes you provided to Roseville police?
Yes.
And these were the clothes that you were wearing on January 2nd when you went to the defendant's apartment in Roseville, correct?
Yes.
Move for the admission of people's proposed exhibit 6. Mr. Knight.
No objection.
And then we have people's proposed exhibit 7. Do you recognize this?
Yes, that's the purse I was wearing.
When were you wearing that purse? When you went to the defendant's apartment?
Yes.
And did you provide that to the police as well?
I think I still have the purse.
Okay, but you showed it to them?
Yes.
And so does this accurately reflect the purse that you were wearing on January 2nd that you showed the police?
Yes.
Move for the admission of people's proposed exhibit 7, Your Honor.
No objection.
If I can have just a moment. All right, I'm showing you what has already been admitted as proposed exhibit 96. I know it is, oh, no, we're not showing you yet, sorry. It's just a moment. Okay, now this is what has already been admitted as proposed exhibit 96. It's an overhead view. Does this look familiar? I know you probably never had this exact view, but are you able to identify what's in this photo?
Yes.
Okay, tell me what you recognize.
The apartment in the parking lot.
Whose apartment?
DeAndre's apartment.
In Roseville?
Yes.
So if you can you show us where you were initially dropped off the first time you came on January 2nd? Alright, so you are pointing to kind of about 2/3 of the way down, just right of center, there was a white car parked on the side street. Do you know what street, what the name of that is? So you were dropped off there. Now, the parking lot that we saw in the first video, is that in this photo? Okay, so that's down at the bottom center where all those cars are parked.
Yes.
And where did you initially first see the defendant when you got dropped off on January 2nd? So you had pointed to the opposite side of the building from the parking lot? Is that where he met up with you?
Yes.
What happened when he met up with you? Where did he go?
He gave me a hug and said that he needs to go get the keys, so he went back inside.
Do you know which door he went in? Can you show us on there? Okay, so that would be the opposite side of the building from the parking lot, and then what we're looking at is the door to the left, correct?
Yes.
And where did you go when he did that?
Probably.
You waited in that same
Yes.
spot?
No.
And at some point you met back up with him. Where did you meet back up with him?
In the same spot, and then we ended up walking down here.
Okay, so you have shown there's a sidewalk that goes around the building and towards the parking lot?
Yes.
And then where did you go from that sidewalk?
Right here, and I think the cross up.
Oh, and that's the video that we saw, the first one, People's Exhibit 4, correct?
Yes.
And you can have a seat. When you were at the defendant's apartment, how was he acting throughout the day?
He couldn't sit down. I asked him that he looked me nervous and that he could sit down because he just kept pacing back and forth. He didn't help me.
You didn't sit down?
No.
So you asked him to because it made you uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Why did it make you uncomfortable?
Because he's walking back and forth, and I'm not sure why. I kept asking him, was he okay? Was something wrong? And he didn't really give me an answer.
Nothing further at this time, Your Honor. Thank you.
And, now, Mr. Booker is not any blood relationship to you, correct?
No.
So he's not really your uncle, correct?
He's my adopted uncle. His sister adopted me.
Okay. I would be correct in stating that his sister took you and your sister into.
You know, it's so sad about with defense. Defense is doing the best they can for this proud Dusty, and he won't even come into court. He just making his team look stupid. Just a total embarrassment. I know when they go home and have their pillow talk with their spouses saying, I hope they lock them up and throw away the key. Yep, I said it. Yep. Let's resume. Oh, so now we understand. So that was his sister adopted her. So that was his adopted niece. Now I get a better picture of it. Okay, his sister adopted her. Ooh, I can't wait when this trial happens. It's going to be a lot to unpack to see. And I will cover it if it's public. Resume.
Her home as like a foster child.
I'm not sure what's talking about.
I'm sorry.
His uncle's niece. But that's personal.
I don't know if you heard what she said.
Yes.
Do you have an objection?
Yes, Your Honor. I do have an objection as well.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to get at how she knows Mr. Booker so well. And I'm trying to establish how it is they met each other in their history together. I think that's relevant. I don't think there's anything that's secretive or confidential about that.
It's not that it's secret or confidential, but she did already testify that she was adopted. He was her adopted uncle. They grew up together, and there was a period of approximately 10 years where they didn't speak, but that they were very close when they were growing up.
Well, I believe I get to ask questions about that. I don't know whether there was some official adoption or not.
Everybody.
You can ask if there's an official adoption.
I'm not really going in that direction anyways. Okay. I'm trying to establish how it is they do each other.
I was adopted.
I'm sorry.
I was adopted.
You were adopted
Yes.
by Mr. Booker's sister.
Yes.
Okay. And is Mr. Booker older than you?
Yes.
And he's older by how many years?
I'm not sure.
You're how old now?
I'm 30.
I'm sorry.
I'm 30.
You're 30. Okay. And is Mr. Booker somewhere around 35, 36?
He's in his 30s.
How old were you when you?
Close in age. Okay.
you came to live with Mr. Booker and his sister? I'm sorry?
Well,
I can't hear you.
Her answer
I
was,
don't want to answer that.
she said, I don't
Well,
want
I
to.
don't think you have a choice but to answer my questions. This isn't pretty.
Yes, sir.
Can we get more
Just
personal?
one second, please.
We do have objections from you know, we're gonna continue objecting to delving into the intricate details of Ms. Barksdale's childhood. I don't think it's necessarily relevant as to what may or may not have happened on January 2nd, 2025.
Well, I think it's relevant as to how well she knows him, how old she was when she met him, how old she was when they separated for 10 years. I believe all of that is certainly relevant to her memory, ability to recall information.
I don't think it
And
has,
it goes to how well she knows him.
I don't think it has anything to do with her memory as to what happened on January 2nd. How old she was when she was adopted has absolutely nothing to do with the events that transpired on January 2nd. I don't see any relevance in that.
I'll overrule the objection, but the questions should be limited to anything that may be relevant. The reason I'm overruling the objection is because prosecution did bring it up, the issue of adoption, how long she's known him, during direct examination. So for that reason, I overruled the objection. I'm not going to go too far into the relationship. Go ahead, Mr. Banks.
So I'll repeat my question. How old were you when you came to live with Mr. Booker and his sister?
I lived with the sister, not DeAndre.
I'm sorry.
DeAndre wasn't in the home when I lived with the sister.
So you're saying that you never lived in the same home with Mr. Booker?
No, we lived in the same home.
How is it that you knew him then when you say that, you only lost touch with him when you were in high school?
I'm gonna object again to relevance, Your Honor. We again established the nature of their familial relationship. It doesn't matter who she lived with, who he lived with. She testified they were close, they were family members, they spent time together.
Okay,
Well, now,
hold on just a second, because I'm going to overrule the objection, because you did ask questions regarding how she knew him initially, the fact that he is her adopted uncle. Again, in that they were brought up and on direct and go ahead. Your testimony though is that you never lived with Mr. Booker, is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you. Go ahead.
how did you know him if you never lived with him?
His sister was initially my godmother. She was my teacher at first. She became my godmother, and she adopted us our high school freshman year. By the time she took us in, she had already given up her adoption for him. So once I moved in, he was already placed back in the system.
He already was.
DeAndre was placed back into the system.
So did you know Mr. Booker before you started living with
Yes,
his sister?
yes,
How did you know him?
because he was staying with her. He was adopted by his sister. So we would go on outings together with his sister.
Before
We
you
was
lived,
we was raised like I was his niece and he was my uncle. That's how we were raised.
before you actually came to live with?
Her. Yes, when I lived with her, he was already placed back in the system. She had given up her adoption.
No matter your role, team, or design skills, everyone needs to
And she had given up her adoption for whatever reason, and then that's when she moved in.
You don't know that for a fact, correct?
What I don't know for a fact. That she had given up her adoption?
The adoption of Mr. Booker.
Yeah, she did give up her
You
adoption.
know that for a
Yes, I
fact.
know that for a fact.
But Mr. Booker wasn't around at all when you started living there, correct?
No.
And do you know how old he was when he left the home of his sister?
No, I don't know. So I just know he's a teenager.
But you do know his history in terms of him living with his sister for quite some time, since he was a young child.
Yeah, she
I'm
adopted
gonna
us too.
object, Your Honor, to both Ashley Elkin and relevance.
Your Honor, it's relevant as to, her.
Did she say he was adopted when the sister adopted? Okay, we getting somewhere here. I don't want to rewind it and disturb y'all because you're probably flowing with it and catching it, but I'm not quite catching it. But I will definitely go back and listen to this. Okay, we're learning something. We learned something, ladies and gentlemen. Resume.
Already answered the question.
Supposed knowledge of him.
But she's already
She
answered the
supposedly
question.
knows somebody that I'm trying to question whether she even ever met him before.
Answer that
It doesn't sound like
Go
it.
ahead, you can ask that question.
She's giving various
Okay,
answers.
you can ask the question, did she know him at all? I believe she's already testified that she did.
Yes.
Right, but, you know, I think I can delve into how she knows somebody that she never lived with.
You can ask that question.
And again, this is a topic that we've covered. She indicated how she knows him, and just because she didn't live with him.
Mr. Lang?
Do you know if Mr. Booker, you said you didn't see him for, let me start that. The first time you see him in at least 10 years is on January 2nd, correct?
Yes. We only communicated by phone or FaceTime.
And you're saying you kept in touch with him over those 10 years?
No.
You only started communicating with him in August of 2024?
Yes.
And you said you were in your freshman year of high school when you went to live with his sister?
Yes.
So that would mean you were 14, 15 years old?
Yes.
Okay. So from the age of 14 or 15 till August 24th, you did not have any contact with Mr. Booker at all?
No. I had no way of getting in contact with him.
Okay. And did you know of his whereabouts or what he was doing during that 10 years?
No. I just knew he was in the army. That was it.
Okay. And when you reconnected in August of 2024, how did you do that?
His sister gave me his Facebook name.
So you reconnected over Facebook
Yes.
and started communicating with each other?
Yes.
Now, did you know that Mr. Booker did not have a driver's license from him telling you that or from somebody else telling you that?
From him telling me that.
You testified that he was your emotional support system in life. How is that possible if you never lived with him and didn't see him or communicate with him for over 10 years?
He was before we lost contact, and once we were back in contact again, they continued.
So how, when you got back in contact, I take it you talked to him about problems in your own life, right?
Yes.
Judge, I understand that this was.
I'm not
something that
going
was-
into
Yeah,
it.
I'm objecting, sir. I understand this was something out on direct, but I think we're going a little bit astray as far as relevance to the intricate details of how she communicated after they reconnected. She indicated they reconnected in the summer, and now we're here to talk about what happened on January 2nd, 2025.
Well, you know, I'm not the one who brought this up. She did.
Okay, so I overruled the objection. Mr. Lang also indicated he's not going to delve into the problems that she made of that. Go ahead.
Did you talk to him about problems in your life?
Yes.
Hi, this is Chris from Roseville.
2024.
Yes.
Did you ask him for money during the period from August through Jan, or 24 through January of 2025?
Yes.
And he gave you money?
Yes.
Right? And at some point in time, on January 2nd, he calls you and asks you to do him a favor about moving a car because he doesn't have a driver's license, correct?
Not because he didn't have a driver's license. His coworker didn't have a driver's
Well,
license.
but you know he didn't have a driver's license, correct?
Yes.
He had told you that.
Yes.
And again, he asked you to move his friend's car because he didn't have a driver's license, correct?
Yes.
And would I be correct in stating that when you met him on January 2nd, having not seen him for a while, you were very curious to see him in person, correct?
Yes.
You're happy about that?
Not really. I wasn't feeling good, so I didn't really show emotional happiness.
So this uncle, who was your emotional support system in life, you weren't happy about meeting him in person.
No, no, no.
Why did you do that then?
I just wasn't feeling good.
So wouldn't that be more of an excuse not to go than to go?
If I had an excuse to not go, I wouldn't have went.
What?
If I had an excuse to not go, I wouldn't have went.
I don't understand.
You said if I was not happy to see him, then why did I go? That would have been an excuse.
Oh, you said you weren't feeling good.
I wasn't feeling good. But when someone do something for you, you feel obligated. He never asked me for anything. I'm the only one that always asks him for things. So the one time he asked me for something, I did it, even though I was not feeling good.
Okay. You weren't really happy to see him, correct?
I didn't understand what you said. What was your answer?
I wasn't feeling good. He kept asking if I was happy.
Thank you.
Asking if you were happy to see him in person for the
No.
first time.
No.
And when you drove this car, at first you thought that the car was baby blue in color, correct?
Yes.
And is that because your eyesight isn't very good?
Yeah, I do have that eyesight. Yes.
Okay. So at first you didn't know whether it was silver or baby blue, correct?
Yeah, under my impression, I thought it was baby blue.
And you've seen these pictures, and you identify the car that you got into, and you've seen the video of you getting into that car, and you now know that it's silver, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You didn't know that at the time?
No.
Now, when you drove the car to the apartment complex, you just don't know the name of the apartment complex, correct?
I believe it was Paul. Not sure if that was a name or that was a street.
And you said you gave the keys back to Mr. Booker, correct?
Yes.
And you said he was going to leave the keys in the seat of the car, correct?
Yes.
And you have no idea whether he did that or not, correct?
No.
And you said he went to a dumpster near the car and threw something away, correct?
Yes.
You don't know what he threw away, right?
No.
In fact, you told the police officer you thought it was something soft because you didn't hear any noise,
I did.
any banging in the dumpster, correct?
No.
So you didn't think it was keys they threw in the dumpster, correct? Right.
Yes.
And while you were just after you parked the car, an Uber came and picked you up and you went.
We sat there for a while.
We had to
Maybe
wait,
about 5 or 10 minutes.
had to wait for the Uber, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And when you got in that Uber, is that the same Uber that took you to Kelly Beauty Supply?
No, he requested a whole new one.
That was a whole different.
Yes. Once we got in the white Tesla to head back to his apartment, we went inside his apartment and then he requested another one to go to Kelly Beauty Supply.
Okay. So you went inside the apartment.
Yes.
I have to do a lot of reading for my job, you know, emails, contracts, PDFs.
Going to Kelly Beauty Salon, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That's when he gave me a walkthrough of his apartment. And that's when I also used the bathroom. Yes.
And did you tell the police that you were curious about how he was living and you looked around the apartment to see if it was clean, neat, dirty,
I
correct?
wasn't curious about how he was living. He offered to give me a tour of the apartment. I was never curious.
You weren't curious at all.
No, when I came in, I sat down on the couch right away. He offered to give me a tour.
But you did notice that the apartment was clean, correct?
Yes, the apartment's
The
clean.
apartment was neat, correct?
Yes.
All his clothes were hung up neatly in the closet.
Yes.
All his shoes were kind of in boxes all neatly in the closet, correct?
Yes.
Furniture was, there wasn't much furniture in there, but it was adjusted and neat looking, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you said when you went into the bathroom that he said, hold on, let me, clean it a little bit, correct?
Yes.
And he sprayed some kind of Pine Sol
Yes.
in there. And didn't you tell the police that the exact type of Pine Sol or thing that he sprayed around in the bathroom was the exact brand that you use in your apartment?
Yes.
And you showed the police that? Correct?
Yes.
So that wasn't anything unusual, correct?
No.
Okay. And then you said the bathroom was, fairly clean and neat, except for
The counters.
you thought there was some hair on
Facial
the vanity where the sink is,
Yes.
and you thought that might have been either beard hair, he had beard, right?
Yes.
Okay, that might have been beard hair or pubic hair,
Yes.
not sure.
Yes.
That was the only thing out of place in that bathroom, correct?
Yes.
Everything else was clean and neat, correct?
Yes.
Now, when you used the bathroom, Did you, you said there was a shower curtain there. Did you kind of look, past the shower curtain to see if the bathtub's clean, neat?
No.
That didn't interest you?
No.
And when you talked to the police, yes, I believe this might have been January 9th was the first time you talked to the police, correct?
Yes.
That was inside your apartment?
Yes.
Okay. And you remember telling the police that you remember the shower curtain, you can't remember much detail about it, it was blue, black or something,
Yes.
and that you didn't mention any animal prints or anything to the police, correct?
I told them I wasn't sure if it was animal or bird prints.
And you're still not sure of exactly what prints may have been on the shower curtain, correct?
It wasn't prints. I just knew it was either animals or birds, but I wasn't sure as to which one.
And was it the same blue color, or were the animal in black or red or any other type of color?
The animals were in colors. It was in the center of the
In
shower
colors?
curtain. Yeah, the color of the animal or what they're supposed to be, they were just in the center of the shower curtain. They wasn't spread out. They were just in the center.
But you never gave that kind of detailed description to the police on January 9th,
I
correct?
just said that the shower curtain was blue, and I was not sure if it was birds or animals.
And why are you sure today than when January 9th?
I said the same thing to you today that I said to them on the 9th.
Have you seen any pictures of the shower curtain before you testified today?
No, I still have not seen any pictures.
I'm sorry?
No.
And then you said you didn't walk over to Kelly Beauty Salon from his apartment to an Uber, correct?
Yes.
Um, and DeAndre went with you and
Yes.
stayed in the Uber while you went shopping for some things that you needed, correct?
Yes.
And he did that so that the Uber would stay and wouldn't leave and have to call a new one, correct?
Yes.
You get back to the apartment and you said you ordered some food from Chipotle,
Yes, we were dash.
all right, and you ordered it from your phone,
Yes, from my phone, he used his
Okay.
card.
but you used his card to pay for it,
Yeah,
correct?
he put the card information in.
And I take it that the food wasn't delivered to DeAndre's apartment, it was delivered to your apartment.
Yes.
And is that because they already had your address in the application or whatever?
Yes, but he had switched it to his apartment, but I think it was too late, so it had already was on the way to mine.
So then when you discovered the food wasn't coming to his apartment, you got an Uber to go back, or DeAndre got an Uber for you to go back to kind of get the food.
Yes,
in
and I
your
requested
apartment.
Uber for me to get back to my apartment. Yes.
I have no further questions.
Any questions?
Yes, thank you. The discussion about the color of the car, you said you thought it was baby blue and you had bad eyesight.
Yes, I have iPhone.
Did you ever talk to the defendant about what color the car was?
Yes, I told. Wait, you talking DeAndre?
I'm sorry?
You said defendant. You talking about DeAndre?
Yes. Did you ever
Yes.
talk to him about what color the car that you believed was?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
I brought the conversation up to him maybe a day after, so January 3rd. My twin sister had reached out to me and asked me about Ashley. She told me that our mother had reached out to her and said that she was
Objection, Your Honor, as to her testifying about whatever anybody else told her, that's hearsay.
That's the only reason how the car
agree,
color
so
came out.
I agree, I can rephrase the question. Back on January 2nd, 2025, when you were with the defendant,
Mhm.
did you have a discussion about the color of the car?
No.
So did he never told you, hey, this car is blue, this car is black, this car is silver, anything like that?
No.
At any point, did you have that conversation
No.
with the defendant about what color the car was?
No, not until no.
I'm sorry,
Not until the day after.
the day after. Okay.
Yes.
So you had a conversation on January 3rd with the defendant about the color of the car?
Yes.
And did he tell you what color the car was on January 3rd?
Yes.
What did he say?
Baby blue.
So he told you it was baby blue?
Yes.
Did you ever ask any follow-up questions about, is it really baby blue or is it another color?
Yes.
And what did he respond to that?
He said no, that it was baby blue and that I'm overthinking it. I'm thinking too much into it.
So the defense is asking you questions about whether or not you were happy to see the defendant on January 2nd. and you had said that you kind of felt obligated and weren't feeling well. So why is it exactly that you said you didn't feel happy to see him? Is it because you were angry at him, or was it just
Nothing that I was not feeling.
the things you already mentioned?
Yes.
When you were at the defendant's apartment on January 2nd and you went to use the restroom, did you happen to notice if there were any towels to dry your hands on or anything like that?
No.
Did you notice whether or not there was a rug in the bathroom?
No, I'm not sure.
Do you know someone by the name of Detective Goodell?
Sounds familiar.
Do you know someone by the name of Detective Lethbridge? Seated to my left?
Yes.
You've met him before?
Yes, I'm sorry. There's so many names.
That's
so many
okay.
seconds.
Have you ever lived with, well, now started as Lethbridge? You ever lived with him?
Who?
Yes, him.
No.
But you're able to know who he is even though you didn't live with him, correct?
Yes.
I don't think.
Thank you, you may sit down.
You didn't want your stuff. Thank you, sir.
We'll take a short break.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end it now. I just wanted to see what the niece had to say on the stand. And maybe I'll recap some more of this one another time. But thank you for being here. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for hitting the like and all that good stuff. And stay tuned for some more of Donna Just Being Real. And if it goes back to court, I think the judge said this Friday, I think the judge said in about a couple of months or something, or whatever. But, whatever happens, if it's public, I will cover it. All right. Have a good day and a blessed one. Adios.